Now chapter 3 children is data handling. In this chapter we have to just write an information in different ways. It is a simple chapter where data, the numbers are written in different ways. Okay, so here different ways are mentioned. Now if you read the first page, the first part tells you collection of data. You have to collect information. Now information could be any, it could be collection of your marks obtained in different subjects. So whenever we collect any information, before collecting data, we should know what we want to write, like performance of your class in maths, that how your children have done in maths in exam, how India has played, literacy rate means how the children people are educated. So it could be any information. A simple example would be like how the children have done in different subject in your class. So if you have to write it, then that information is arranged in a particular manner, which is called organization of data. So you will collect the information like marks obtained by different children and in your class. Now here example is given, a class teacher wanted to find out how the children have done. So the marks obtained by different children are written. So 23, 35, 48, these are marks obtained by different children. Now when these marks are written, you can show these marks in different ways. Here there is a table given. In this table, the marks obtained by roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is written, and the name of child is written and the marks obtained is written. This is one way of writing the information where a detailed information is written. Okay, so many kinds of data we come across and they are put in tabular form. So this is making of tables, where we make table. Here the name of the child is written, in front of the table of the name the marks are written. So this is a tabular form of writing the information. Then now when we write, suppose we are thinking working on the marks only, we can find different things from the marks. The average temperature, the average age, average attendance. So these are few things which you must have heard. So the first part of this chapter is finding the average of some numbers. So suppose some children are there in your class, they have got different marks, and I want to know what is the average of marks obtained by all the children. So that average is called the arithmetic mean. Now what is arithmetic mean? If you see here, it is written, the arithmetic mean is nothing complicated. It means we find the sum of observation, sum of all observation. That means we first do, like if we are giving example of your class, then we will add the marks of all the children and then divide by the total number of children of the class. That is called finding the mean. So mean means add the total and then divide by the total number which you have used. So if there are 20 or 30 children in your class, we will add the marks of all 30 children and divide by 30. That will give the mean, which is called the average. Okay, so it is simple. So arithmetic mean means finding the average, and it is also called the average or mean. Here you can see example is given. A batsman scored some scores 36. He played 6 matches. First match he scored 36, second match 35, 50, 46, 60, 55. These are different scores which he has scored. Now what is his average? You will add all of them, 36 plus 35, and then divide by 6, because there are 6 different days he has scored these marks. these scores. That is how you find the average. This is the first part of this, that is called the arithmetic mean. So whenever we find arithmetic mean, we do it in this way. We add everything and then we divide by the total number. Another term comes in average only, that is called the range. Now range is nothing difficult. Range means, like here example 3 shows the age in years of 10 teachers. Now there are ages of 10 teachers given here. Some are 32, another 41, 28, 54. So what is the range? Range means the difference between the lowest and the highest. So here it is given what is the age of the oldest teacher. Who is the oldest? So you know 54 years is the oldest. What is the range of age? Range of age of the teachers will be the age of the lowest teacher, of the youngest teacher. The youngest teacher in this case is 23 years old, and the range will be between 23 and the highest. So what is the youngest teacher? The youngest teacher is 23 years old and the highest or the oldest teacher is 54 years old. Difference between these two is called the range. So that is called the range. And what is the mean or average? We will add everything, add all of them and divide by the total number. That will be giving you the mean. So this is simple. We will find like this, and then accordingly we solve the exercise.